Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Ham Radio Dude, and recently I decided I needed to get the heck out of this house. Here's the thing, we've been in this pandemic now for a year and a half, so I decided, hey, why not go ahead and take a break out into Arizona, go surprise the family who also hasn't seen me in a year and a half, and maybe I'd get the opportunity to play some radio. And that's exactly what I did. So in this episode, I'm going to showcase some of my Arizona trip, my meetup with Red Summit RF, and I want to apologize in advance because I was supposed to meet up with the tech prepper, but I scheduled my plane ticket to go home the wrong day. Let's get started. Phoenix, Arizona. One of the top 10 largest cities in the United States. Sunny days more than you could ever imagine. So much to do. Miles and miles of the Salt River to go explore. Tube down, metal detect, gold mine, whatever you want to do. Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona. Great time on a Friday night to go down Mill Avenue. So much culture in class with botanical gardens everywhere. Major league sports teams, baseball teams, basketball teams, we got it all. Hockey. In fact, so many Major League Baseball teams spend their spring training here in beautiful Arizona, and I think it's because we've become, as a city, culture. People from all over moving here, living here, together. And yet we're still so close to the great unknown. Miles and miles of beauty. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Ham Radio Dude. I'm here in Chandler, Arizona. It's about 5:45 in the morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Take a moment here to respect that. But what am I doing in Arizona? I'm the dude from Chicago, Illinois. Well, I want to learn about soda, and I figure the only way to learn about soda is to go meet one of the soda masters, and there are a few of them. Today we're going to go talk with Charlie from Red Summit RF, so let's hit the road and go see if we can find this guy. I've mentioned before that Arizona is one of the largest cities in the United States, but I really respect their highway system. Between the 101, the 202 now extended, and even the 303, traffic seems to flow pretty well, as long as you avoid downtown Phoenix. Anyway, I met up with Charlie and we headed up to Humboldt Mountain. People say you should never get in a van with a stranger, but this was Red Summit RF, how could you say no? Plus, he was driving an Xterra and he had ham radio gear inside, how could you say no to that? But we kept driving down the 101 and eventually Charlie found his way to a dirt road and then up to Humboldt Mountain, which is located in the Tonto National Forest. During this ride, Charlie and I got to talk and get to know each other, which is a really nice thing to do. Really fun to see YouTubers get together and do these collab projects. And I really wanted to thank Charlie for finding a drive-up summit, as I'm unable to climb summits or mountains. I want to also make a note on how well maintained these roads are. Even the dirt roads in Arizona are well maintained. In fact, the dirt roads are better than the roads we have in Chicago. See, I am not in Illinois anymore. In fact, I'm here in, I guess you'd call this Humboldt Mountain, Arizona, just north of Phoenix area. And I have a special guest, and who is it? It's Charlie from Red Summit RF. Check it out. Hey. Today we're gonna do a little bit of POTA. But before we do, or POTA, I guess we're gonna do soda today, right? I can never get that right, so it's a good thing we got Charlie there to help me out. Morning, how you doing? So we are here on top of the mountain, and Charlie just kind of showed us here. This is a United States Air Force, I guess it's an observatory. And there looks like to be a little bit of an overwatch tower here. I'm assuming for fires and stuff, right? And if I just turn around here real quick, you guys are gonna kind of get a view of what we see here. This is kind of looking north area of this mountain, Humboldt Mountain. There's another tower there, but then we'll see a bunch of stuff. And over here, I believe, is Bartlett Lake, which I'll show you guys in just a moment. But it's a beautiful view up here. You got a couple different mesas, and let's walk around. Arizona has so much beauty, and I wanted to mention that Charlie was talking to a gentleman from the Overwatch Tower who was looking for fires, and he mentioned that the fire danger is really bad this year, and the truth of the matter is Arizona's in a 3-year drought. If you're going to go out in the forest and have a good time, do that. Have a good time. But don't light unnecessary fires, and if you're going to smoke, do it in a safe manner. And I don't want to be the one to tell you what to do or what not to do, especially because this is America, land of the free and home of the brave. But I think I should go without noting that if you burn America down, we won't have anything left to enjoy. And here we are, we're kind of looking off to the west. You can see that big mesa out there. But if we start to look this way, a little more south, we're going to see, I'm assuming there's, way back there you could see parts of the Scottsdale area, the Phoenix area. And then a little bit closer is that Cave Creek Cave Creek right there. So, you know, it's kind of a good view. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that well, but it is, it's a beautiful view up here. I would say it's probably about 65 degrees out here right now, 70 degrees. It is just amazing. Of course, we're getting out here before it gets to 95 or 100. Well, 95 today, I think, is the high.
Might be a little lower than that up here.
Up here, yeah, you're probably looking at a 10-degree difference up here at least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, let's walk around.
Yeah, whatever you got.
Show you maybe where we'll set up.
Sure. Of course, if we were Tank Radio and Jason, we'd be sweating right now and complaining we had to climb the soda. But really, we just drove up here just like them.
And I say that in all good fun because the fact is, once you get outdoors, whether it's on top of a summit or a hill in Texas, whether you have to climb up the summit or you get to drive up the summit, once you're experiencing the nature and the beauty, miles and miles of nothing around you, you find yourself in a state of serenity.
So I ended up taking the K6ARK antenna, and we strung it over a tree here and then down to a sentry plant where I tied around the sentry plant for the antenna. I'm going to check my standing wave ratio and everything now, but I think most importantly, we're going to spot ourselves and just start making contact, see if it works. The nice thing is here, I got a pretty good spot. Wait for that centipede to come in my butt. So I am a general.
Okay.
So I'm going to just find something in the general band here on 40 first.
40, I would say try going to 7.280 or
280. Yeah, see, like the Soda and POTA guys hang out on certain frequencies, is that right?
Yep.
So 280's quiet.
Charlie now had to teach me how to use a cell phone app because I didn't know how to spot myself for summits on the air. But more importantly, after that, I finally got to transmitting and making contacts. I was using the Zygu 5105, a 5-watt QRP radio with an internal battery.
CQ Soda, CQ Soda, CQ Soda. This is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot calling CQ. Papa Oscar Tango station again. Whiskey Bravo 6 Papa Oscar Tango. I'll give you a 5-4 here into Humboldt Mountain, Arizona. I copy your 5-5. Thank you very much. This is Whiskey 9 Fox calling CQ Soda. CQ Soda, CQ Soda. This is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to video record all the summit on the air contacts because the memory card in the camera had become full. I did, however, eventually get to do some more video recording of Charlie as well as us operating QRO at 100 watts with an FT897.
CQ Soda, November Juliet, 7 Victor.
I haven't got any louder than be in my house. K7JE.
Ah, good morning, K7JE, you're 5'9".
Also 5'9".
Thanks, 73. All right, well that was...
Yeah, you got 5 right there. That's pretty quick too.
Yeah,
You're a pro, huh?
That's usually what happens. They're all waiting. Let me go to 1296.
Yeah, no problem.
November Juliet, 7 Victor. I'm going to keep the radio on, but I'm going to 1296 if you hear that, Tom.
Roger, roger.
And I'll still be able to receive people just by setting this antenna like that.
That was 144, 410?
Yes.
All right, I got that written down too.
This is 1296, 410.
1296, 410. All right.
November Juliet, 7 Victor, QRZ. Okay, got a 5'5". You're also about a 5'5" here, Tom. Thank you. 73.
Carry on, and 7 EMA.
November Juliet, 7 Victor, QRZ. Hey Tom, do you have a minute to let Sean get a contact on 1296 as well? All right, hold tight.
Hey, where did you go?
Hey, this is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot.
Yeah, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot is 7 EMA, 5 and 5.
Yeah, N7 AMA. You're a 5'7" here. Thank you very much for the contact.
You bet.
73, thanks. It's awesome. I mean,
Now I have to go back here real quick. I'm going to do this once more, and then we're going to go do QRO.
yeah, sounds good.
November Juliet, 7 Victor. Anybody else out there?
I heard you on 1296 now and again, but not good enough to get a cue. So K7J.
You want me to try it again?
Yeah, mine 1296 too, Charlie.
Okay, 2 more contacts coming up on 1296. Cool. Heading back over there.
Not only did I have a blast on my first summits on the air, but then I got to operate a Yagi with VHF UHF capabilities. In fact, it was really cool to see how well a VHF or UHF radio could operate on top of a mountain. See, in Illinois, if you get out a few miles on an HT radio, you think you're doing great. Once you get to Arizona, you realize a few miles isn't that far. We now decided to go operate QRO with a Yaesu FT897 in a different location on the summit. It was a pretty good time.
hey, but the first thing I gotta tell you guys, if you're in the desert, it doesn't matter if it's 80 degrees. It doesn't matter if it's 60 degrees. It's hot and the sun is shining, you're gonna dehydrate. Drink water.
I'm a real walking public service announcement.
This hoist system here, and all of my antennas that I use, even for QRO, are resonant.
That's nice. I mean, it makes sense, right?
No tuner, yeah.
How high is this pole? Is this a
Each of those, I think
25,
probably,
30 foot pole?
I think we're probably at 20 maybe. 18,
Okay. 18, 127.
127.
I have to make sure that's within its general band, right?
I think so. Here.
I mean, thank you. You know, I got to make sure of that stuff these days.
Yep. That's
All right, cool. Ready?
yeah, go for it.
CQ Soda, CQ Soda. This is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot calling CQ Soda. CQ Summits on the air, CQ Summits on the air. This is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. CQ Summits on the air, CQ Summits on the air. It's Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. CQ Soda, CQ Soda. It's Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot calling CQ Soda. CQ Soda, CQ Soda. It's Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot calling CQ Soda.
Whiskey 4 Foxtrot.
Whiskey 4 Foxtrot station.
Foxtrot 4 F4. No, it starts with F. F.
Oh, okay, F4.
F4 Whiskey Bravo November.
5-1 maybe. Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo November. Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo November. 5-1, 5-1. Got it. 5-5.
This was another one of those situations where the memory card ran out of memory, but at least we made the contact, and it was kind of cool to make France on my first summits on the air with a little help from Charlie. I gotta say, it was really nice to be out there and make contacts all morning, doing summits on the air, learning more about amateur radio, which is really one of the great parts of the hobby, and meeting interesting people. Charlie's a really good guy, and I do again encourage you to go check out his channel and subscribe. Spend the next morning or the next part of the morning driving back down to the Phoenix area, and then I headed up to Sedona, Arizona, where I surprised my family who didn't know I was coming. I got to operate the next day or two, trying to operate parks on the air in the Coconino National Forest, but a geomagnetic storm came, and even though I didn't make any contacts, I still had a good time. The next day, my dad took me up to another summit on the air that was a drive-up summit. By the time we got to the top, though, we realized it was closed because of the pandemic. It didn't really matter that it was closed. It was more about spending time with the people you care about and the journey that you experience, the things that you experience on that journey. Until my next adventure, I'm Ham Radio Dude 73.